team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. All these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. Right back to the well. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
12th play of the opening drive coming up, and now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires to the wideout, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. They'll go to the ground. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. The sure hands, it's Price. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So the defense will decline the penalty and bring up fourth down. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. After the 3rd down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now they'll run the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Toss sweep to the right. Inside the 45. There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now they're going to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Right on the money. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. On the move, it's Armstrong. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I don't know if anybody saw this happening. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing it. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense has done a great job in the back end and with their pass rush, making life really hard on him. But they've got no points, and it's not a surprise. I mean, they thought they would be able to find some explosive plays throwing it early. That has not been the case.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Price. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Off to the races to the right. The 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. All the way in for the touchdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking for space. It's Armstrong. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. On the move. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A 1st down run in the red zone. And it's in there for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's Booker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
That last completion sets him up on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Green. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Yeah, he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll try the counter. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout called by the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the air on second and 10. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. On the ground with the counter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The defense elects not to replay the down, brings up fourth down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now this offense is back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Booker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now facing a third and long. Gonna look downfield again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Anthony. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off play action on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Jukes his way for more. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll try the run. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Past the 45. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He leaves it with his back.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Try to get it to the edge. Running into the open space. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Spins away from the defense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Catch in the middle. It's Anthony. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. The give to the back. But big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Hands it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Hold.
That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
On the screen.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So now it's 2nd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turning it on. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll give it on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Owens. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They're wanting to pile up some extra points. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Tries to get it on the ground. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae.